for the poutine.
We're live.
So, type 1 if you like poutine from Ontario. Type 2. No. Poutine.
We are Team Poutine. And
Is-
anyone who isn't can rumble.
Is the best food on the planet? Or is the best food on the planet?
Neither.
Okay, so I want to make an argument for chili cheese fries.
I don't like chili.
That's just poutine with extra steps.
Damn.
It's just
That's a
spicy
very
poutine.
Canadian response.
All right, enough of this.
This isn't D&D. This is Dine-Ins and Drive.
Right? Hello. I'll be your server this evening. Welcome to our Gathering of Heroes. These are the would-be heroes of the world of Greyhawk. Dungeons & Dragons fantasy world creating all over the place. I want poutine. More than 50 years ago, by some gamers whose legacies live on to this day. We are honored and proud to take up that banner and share our 5th edition, 2024, plus a bunch of homebrew D&D Greyhawk story with you. Change it for the better. As a warning, this is a game that can explore mature themes, and while we'll be specifically avoiding some topics, the game may still include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, or other topics. Our players have discussed consented boundaries and collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. Players will always let me know if anything is uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams will be available on YouTube after the game, and you can always come back to an episode when you feel ready. Some quick acknowledgements of sponsors and others who have helped make this game possible. To Roll20, a popular browser-based virtual tabletop platform for TTRPGs and board games, offering tools for character sheets, dice rolling, maps, and more. Demiplane, a platform that connects TTRPG fans to make games better with high-quality tools that enhance the ways games can be played, shared, and explored. And Legendary Games, a company that creates third-party support products for D&D 5th edition, aiming to provide the best possible campaign enhancements, such as the Boracubos and Legendary Latin American Monster supplements that we are using in this game. And we are also on board the affiliate program with Arkenforge, an amazing virtual tabletop and map-making software for TTRPGs, and Rogue Energy Gaming Drinks, reputedly the best gaming supplements on the planet. Use the promo code WOULDBEHEROES, all caps, no spaces, for $5 off your Arkenforge order or 10% off your Rogue Energy Drinks. So, let us introduce our cast. Starting with, hey Arnie, welcome back.
Hello. Hi, everyone. I am the anti-poutine person, and I am back with the controversy here, to liven up this discussion. What I had wasn't good. I need to be convinced. I accept poutine portions delivered to my house, so just let me know and I'll give you the address. But happy to be back. Was a month away. Heard that a lot of stuff happened. I am all up in the air, scared, but excited to be here and looking forward to playing with all of you again. So happy to be here, Arnie. Go by the He series.
Welcome back. Diana.
Hello, everybody. I go by Diana Moon online. I use she, her, fave pronouns. You can find me anywhere, almost either as Diana Moon or X Diana Moon X. I am currently playing a lava axolotl named Melina Zoshutl, but Melina for short. I am. Where is my? Oh no, I don't know where my panpipes went. I am a bard that plays with panpipes, and we think we're the very best, even though we're very tiny. And we also have a big axe. Not axe, sorry, brain. Big broadsword-like weapon called the makuidal on their back. They don't know how to use it, but you just lunge, right? That's all you have to do. That's how you fight. And also, even if we do have an anti-poutine person, we can all agree that the Brazilian cheese bread pão de queso is really delicious.
Fair.
Cheese is good.
Fair. I begrudgingly accept that. As a close second to poutine.
I stand behind that. Oh, no, not that message, the previous message.
Lore.
Hi, I'm Lore. and I use the she/her series, as does my character Nesh Wheeloat, who is a gnome rogue who gets into lots of trouble and also likes chili cheese fries.
I mean, now is it? I have a story. I have a story about this from Mexico. No, but anyways, they tried to offer me a street vendor tried to offer me poutine. Like, no.
Well,
That's your bad.
I'm sure it would
You've
have
had
been fascinating, but not actual poutine.
It was a thing. Yeah.
We're
Come
so
on.
distracted by cheese.
We are. We're hungry.
Come on. Sorry. Lost my thing here. All right. Sorry. My apologies. Thing. It was taking forever. Leona?
Hi, I'm Leona, and today I am playing Flora, who is our hibiscus warlock person who is the paladin of friendship, even though that's not her actual subclass. But she is a diehard person of friendship. What was that reaction, Arnie?
I'm the only
Yes.
paladin in this party, okay?
But yes, no. Flora uses she, her, and plants, and I am of the she, her series. Which is a very fun way of saying that. I like that. That's everything. I'm also very briefly dealing with something on my stove, so I might walk away like one more time, but I promise I'm here.
Fair.
ADHD.
Now might be actually a better a perfect point to do that. We'll do a little bit of recap. So what has been happening? The team, after rescuing children, returned the children, got a reward for the children, and then found themselves lacking something specific to do, kind of. But at the same time, trouble often finds people who aren't looking for it. So they ended up being requested by the captain of the guard, who had a bit of a, let's call it a make work task for them, because they seemed to do well enough and they seemed to have the city's best. We have this small graffiti problem. Apparently, goblins have been seen scurrying about the city at a higher rate than is acceptable. And they have been causing mischief and mayhem, not in so many words. Mugging occasionally, and generally just doing bad things like graffiti. And the captain at that point gave them an offer of, if I recall correctly, 100 gold a month in order to work for the city and, help keep the peace as special constables or something like that. This didn't sit well with our team. Was not a popular offer. The money was, the working for authority, less so, which is, understandable. No blame there. From there, we did a little montage of third level subclass introductions of sorts. And from there, there was a bit of wandering, a bit of. My brain is completely escaping me. How did you run into that goblin? You were investigating
They went to the library.
Yes, you went to the library. Now I
Yeah, I
remember.
went to the library. Did not burn any books or send Jenny, I promise. By accident, obviously, not purposely.
Or even on purpose.
Yeah. And then I think we were on our way back to meet up with everybody else when it just so happened that someone noticed new graffiti on a wall and the sound of a spray. Not really a sound of spray can, but and just like, oh, there's a goblin. We were supposed to find goblins. Let's go chase after that one.
Exactly.
And we got
You're
lucky.
doing the work without actually getting paid for it. That's the best. It's so noble. So in the meantime, before that, in order to stay to take a long rest, everybody crashed in Nesh's friend's crash pad, I guess. Which is where we will pick this up for Crux specifically, while everybody else is doing their thing and going out to the library and then coming back and sleeping and all these things. Crux, you don't sleep like normal people. You just sort of shut down. You your body goes sort of inert. Did we write up actually whether or not you are aware when you are out? When you are resting in that sense? I don't recall.
It does not say. When you take a long rest, you must spend at least 6 hours in an inactive, motionless state rather than sleeping. Regular Warforged, though, says that they are aware, right? So I don't know if you want to consider that, but yes.
No, I'm fine with either. But in this, that would be normal. This, for some reason, you do your thing. You kind of you draw yourself in your consciousness. You draw it inward. You basically sort of focus and sort of bring yourself into yourself and center. You have found over the years that you don't need sleep traditionally, but then this is sort of all a new body and a new consciousness style for you. So it's not. It took some getting used to, but you've found sometimes that you enjoy the juxtaposition between day and night, where like different animals, different insects, different experiences and sounds, and even smells sometimes. But in this case, you kind of sit down and you relax yourself and sort of take your Zen moment, draw in your consciousness, and everything goes black. And this, you find yourself floating on your back in a sea, not a sea, but you're floating in absolute darkness. No stars, no light, nothing. And you're floating on loam, very soft earth. But it's so soft that it's almost pillowy and it's carrying you as if you were on a gentle floating pond or a river sort of thing. Just sort of there. And you're sort of in the midst of this absolute darkness. And you hear sort of echoed voices. Female, both. And they seem to be talking over you. And one sounds sorrowful. She's lost something. Her champion. And she's very bereft by this. She's like, how could this have happened? How could that seed have become so corrupted? The answering voice, deeper sharper, has a bit of an edge, a bit of venom to it, they're always betrayers. They will always betray. You know that. What we can do is keep what is left and keep it pure. And you almost hear the word pure from this voice as a mocking tone. Keep it pure so that none of the evils of the world can find. And then darkness again, silence. And then you feel an itch in your foot. You reach down, you scratch it, and you find that time and space and physics doesn't seem to work in this area. You're able to reach down, you're able to scratch it, but your hand isn't sort of that encased in that gilded armor. Your hand isn't made of wood or earth. Your hand is flesh. Slightly darker skin, mocha, fingernails. It might even be like a tattoo or some kind of paint on it. You reach down, scratch, and your foot, human or humanoid, ankles, bone, toes. And then you sort of, everything clears enough around you that you're sort of aware as you're sitting up and you see sort of this undulation of vines. And the vines kind of caress you, cover you. They're warm, they're soft. They're vines. Why are they soft? But it's sort of, it's like the best weighted blanket in the world. It's sort of, it's comforting, it's warm, it's great. And then it starts itching at the small of your back, that spot where you can never reach. And then on your arm, that the itch that just keeps moving around, spreading from point to point, and you feel sort of all these little tiny pinpricks as you now look down, horrified, probably, possibly, because these thorns have bitten into you. So there are dozens and dozens of tiny teeth, all lining all the way down your body, wrapping around you, forming the edges and length of your arms, and up, swelling and engorging and moving as though it is a muscle, or becoming the hand and the palm of your hand. You notice it sort of spreads across a thin shear of some kind of plant matter, and it becomes hardened like wood. Your fingers sort of nodules of plants of budding leaves that then curl out into leaves. The leaves blacken and fall off, or brown and fall off, and they are left with sort of a gnarled wooden effigy of fingers. And you hear the honeyed voice, the lighter voice. This will keep you safe, my champ. And your consciousness sort of bounces of sorts. It's sort of like you feel drawn out of that space into a space where you imagine yourself, you feel like a tree. You're rooted, you're solid, you're stable, your feet are both planted on the ground. You're surrounded by smells of herbs and flowers, and it's nice. Your trunk strong, your roots deep in the earth, and you feel the pulse of nature flowing through you. It's almost as though you're tapped into the primal energy of the planet itself, of the world, the ground, life, um, nature. And then you feel other things, placing of your. It's like your arms are. You feel almost a presence. Your arms are moved. A gentle hand takes your arm and moves you and pulls them out like they're branches of a great tree. And your fingers are extensions of that branch, and you feel very sort of alive. You feel it's not really a wind, but you can smell the moisture in the air, and the scent of herbs is stronger now. It's sort of suffusing your being, and you're sort of imagining this tree-like existence as both peaceful and a purpose. And there's something that Nesh said last time. I'm trying to remember what it was. When you decided to use Crux as a drying stand.
I have no idea what I said.
And then you sort of and you then see shadows, shapes, moving in front of you and moving across everything. You see uh, a small, gnarled, almost wooden uh, uh, gnome shape, for want of a better term. It's not clear. There's nothing, everything's sort of abstract. And it's sort of, you see she's very, the female presentation in front of you is gnomish, short and sort of gnarled. And it interacts with you. It pulls on your branches. It places leaves on your branches, and it's sort of, you feel purposeful. You see a fresher plant nearby, a flower, bright, sunny. The scent of pollen in the air, very effervescent. But then a hint, strange, cloying. Uh, it smells now, that undercurrent. You've got that very sickly sweet to the point where it's so beautiful, and then it suddenly becomes overwhelming, and now it smells like rotting meat. But it's that tiny scent underneath. It's sort of that, and you notice then the more you smell the meat, the rotten, the bitterness at the core of that scent, the more the little plant flower, the more you notice the thorns all along the stalk of this plant. And the strangest thing, the heat in the room, the heat in the region that you're in, this little tiny glade that you're now noticing, sort of abstract shadows that have become trees behind trees behind trees. There's a heart, something, a pulsing flame, a stone, a like a coal from the fire, and it it's warm, but there's a threat. As though it wants to burn the world. It wants to explode and consume everything in fire, flame, in a great conflagration that will destroy everything. Plants, animals, people. But at the same time, as the intensity burns, it turns and it forgets. It dies down to a gentle flame, a little candle flicker, a little gentle warmth. Nothing major, but every now and then flares as though it's tethered, as though it's not able to escape the bounds of whatever contains it. But nothing contains it. It's there in the room. And you hear birds song, the rustling of leaves, the wind through the trees, the tree leaves, the gentle calling of insects. And that becomes sort of a muffled sound with all these things, and you're experiencing it all at once. And you hear movement from all these individuals, and then something cuts into your consciousness and shocks you into a awareness. Hey, is your tree dude okay?
Yeah, he just likes to hang out like that sometimes.
I mean, we got training dummies down in the caves, but I mean, this is...
I wouldn't touch him. He might smack you.
$50 gold
For what?
for your training dummy.
No. Do you want your spear fixed?
I
He's
don't know if
not a
there's
dummy.
anything we
He's
can...
a friend. No touching. No, you can't. You can't sell friends.
You draped the herbs on him.
Me?
Somebody did.
I think
He's
there's a nice
very good at holding
accessory.
things.
He looks nice with herbs.
So, and now you're returned to full consciousness. Your arms are stuck out. There are sort of there's like various herbs arranged by genus and species, sort of thing, and the leaves sort of plucked off of some of them. So some of them are nothing but little fronds, and your arms are sort of out like this, and you're suddenly aware that you have three smaller individuals whom you know in the room. Malina is there, sort of looking curious, and for the briefest moment, as your vision clears, the gnarled wood entity, the flower spined thorned entity, the burning heart of coal, then become your friends in your consciousness as you can become more aware. The goblin wasn't there before. He's new.
Ooh, I don't know what I must have consumed, but I like this. I look around at all of the herbs, and I do a spin with the herbs.
All right, watch that pink one. Don't drop that. I need that. That still has to go in the potion.
I stop mid-spin. I make sure that the pink one is there and secure. And I finished the spit.
And Nesh is just gonna take the pink one from you and then put it into the potion that's it's in the cauldron.
Flora looks at the goblin and goes, "See? It's fine. Friend. No selling friends."
It's this little person that called me a dummy. That's not polite. At least Saz told me that I should not call him dummy because it's impolite.
That is
Spear,
very
please.
true.
What?
Spear, please.
What?
All right.
So I want to take the spear from him.
So the goblin, who's dressed in, raggish looking, some kind of clothing, lots of drape, lots of hoodie sort of stuff, has sort of tattered but serviceable armor, and he hands Nesh a spear, which is basically the broken end of a broom, and a weird sort of stone point, which is kind of like a very badly worked spear tip without any flint napping or anything, and it's sort of tied with the as much twine is basically as if I tie it more, it'll stay on sort of time. Like you're adding more and more duct tape on top of the duct tape. And it's a very poor serviced spear, and seems to be less of less value to. He turns it over. And is like, here.
All right. So I want to get out one of my normal daggers. The daggers I used to carry around. And I want to show him the point on my dagger. Be like, this is a good edge. I would like to replace your rock with a good edge. May I?
I mean, fill your boots. It's I think I figured out where you got the Brooklyn from now. Now I remember. Yeah. He was a bit of a
So yeah, tinkering. I want to put a dagger, take the end of his spear. I'm keeping that and exchanging it for one of my daggers, better tied onto his broomstick with tinker tools.
I mean, I'll just take the dagger.
You don't want the
Wait a minute. I didn't agree to give you my spear.
I said I was going to fix and make better.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, I'm Spark Marrow ain't done. Okay.
Okay.
You got.
I'm offering a trade.
All right. Look, I've been following you for the past day and a half.
Okay, what's that about?
You guys did something with some orphans, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saved orphans.
So you guys are what are they called? Heroes.
Okay. You say so. You said it, not me.
I'm a hero?
Yeah, well,
Mm-hmm.
Don't sound so surprised there, man.
That's why you got a heroic sleep, right?
I think so. Is there where the cape of herbs came from? Is that recognition? I've heard of crowns of laurels, but not like capes of herbs.
Nice.
Maybe. I would burn them if they were put on me, though.
The Rosemary King.
Well, I bet it would
Lots
smell
of
See,
really
really,
I
nice if you
really
burned
good
them.
herbs. Don't
Hmm?
Well, sometimes I get
excited.
emotional and excited. Yes, and
that's
then
that's fair. It
And
happens. If
building
it's an
and
accident, that's one thing. If it's for like a purpose, that's another. But don't burn herbs for no good reasons.
It would be
I get excited,
aromatic.
and then building
Sometimes people get excited.
Melina with a little bowl, very shallow bowl, and just like an essential oil thing.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
thinking
Burn it like
Nesh might go around and sniff some of the candles that her friend has in the house and find one that's scented and just be like, "Here, hold this. Now you can all hold something."
Yay.
wanders around like an essential oil,
I
burning
raise my hand.
incense. Here, hold this stick of random stuff.
What can I hold? What can I hold?
I think oh, Nesh is going to
This is so silly.
what is Nesh going to give you to hold?
This
She
goblin's
totally
probably
will
like,
give you
I'm with a
something to
bunch of.
hold. I think she's just going to give you like her earrings. She's going to take out her earrings and be like, "Here you go, hun."
This goblin's probably like, I'm with a bunch of very strange people. Get me out of here.
Heroes.
Is it an appropriate time for me to ask what's cooking?
What's squeaking?
What's cooking?
What's cooking?
What's cooking?
Oh,
Oh, I was making I used that last healing potion on you that I had, so I'm making a new one. It's pretty much done.
Oh,
are you hungry?
But yes, also I can put on some soup. So if you just want to take that one that's on your back and then grab some potatoes from the back room, you can put them in a second pot for me.
but what about the herbs? Do I keep carrying them?
No, that's the one on your back. That's gonna go in the pot.
Walking around. How am I supposed to grab the herbs when the arms are stuck out?
Okay. I'll do it as graciously as I can. And then I trip the first second that I turn. Well,
You got a
starting
Baymax
from
going
now.
on here. We're bump into stuff.
Yeah, I think everything that's left on you at this point is extra, so she doesn't really care, other than she was pointing to some rosemary that she was going to have you add to some potatoes to make dinner.
Melina will
Yum.
turn back to the goblin and be like, "So why were you following us? Do you want to hire us?"
Do you have
I am
orphans?
prepared. What?
You said you were following us because we saved a bunch of orphans. Well, they did. I'm just a tag along. But that's why I was thinking maybe you have orphans.
What do you am some kind of an animal? No. Of course we have we what? No.
Sorry.
Listen. I we goblins have been living under the city for a long time. And we were not raiding the city because the tall folk don't like that. So we would only pick off occasional stragglers and steal a couple, vegetables that from outlying farms that wouldn't be lost. We'd never take a whole bunch because we figured we recognized that there's a lot more of you than there were of us. So it's not in our best interest to make ourselves that well known. You see, so when yeah, we got a problem down there. It's the goblins that are raiding up here are not doing it because of previous agreements. They're doing it because they're being bullied by a Drakthar.
What's a Drakthar?
He's a He's a dragonborn.
Hmm.
Or lizard folk, maybe. He's a scaly dude with a tail. But he's big. And he's a bit of a thug. And he's pushing the goblins to raid because, I don't know, he wants to be whatever. He pushed me out, so I have no control over the goblins anymore. So, but what I can do for you is get the goblins under control if you get rid of Drakthar for me. And I am offering that spear tip in exchange.
Here, I thought I was just helping you with your spear.
Well,
Oh,
I
it's
can tell
very
you.
valuable.
Well, it's not a very good weapon. Here, take the dagger.
Thanks.
Well, I can tell you this for certain. The tall people have noticed. There was this very tall man, and he wanted us to like fight the goblins, but we weren't so sure about that because like I think everyone should be friends. So we haven't given him an answer yet. But like this Draktar guy doesn't sound very good. Sounds like a bully.
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah.
bullies.
Yep. I like her. She's good. I like that. See, you're
Friendship
good people. And
friendship is important. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, exactly.
What are you like the leader of the goblins?
I was.
You were?
Yeah, I was the chief. Spark Marrow the first. First of my line. Flayer of cave fishers.
I wish I could insight check him, but I think Flora's too naive to do that.
I'm gonna insight check him.
Please do it for me because I can't.
So you should have a bigger offering than just a spear.
Well, he pushed me out. I couldn't get anything. No influence over anybody down there. I mean, you get a sense of very rapidly making shit up as he went along. So, the cave fisher part, probably not. The chief, you don't get any duplicity from that. I guess clan boss, whatever. Goblins are nowadays. In this edition.
Well, this seems like it'll be a big deal to get this Drakthar gone.
I see it as a mutual beneficial act in a sense of goblins get under control. I get my goblins back, and I can help keep them under control because they respect me when they don't have bigger bullies pushing them around and mind
But
control.
none of us live here. So how will it help me once I eventually go to touring to my next town?
Wait. What if we help? What if we help? What was your name again?
Sparkmarrow.
What if we help Spark Marrow? And then we go
Chief.
to the
I'm
Spark
not
what?
chief anymore.
Oh, yeah, but you're not chief anymore. Former Chief Spark Marrow. And then what if we go to the guy in the spire and we tell him that we don't want to be police, but that we're gonna do the job anyways? And that way we get money. And we get to solve the whole problem.
Well, I do have to say that it sounds like you have a very horrible existence, stealing food and just a little bit so you don't create problems for yourselves. How about you make yourselves useful? Is there anything good down there that you can trade with the people up here for food? And that way you can coexist peacefully and actually be of service to the big people, and the big people a bit of service to you?
Oh yeah, yeah, lots of stuff down there. Shiny rocks.
Shiny rocks are cool.
Right?
Well, I like rocks. But do big people here in the city like rocks? I look at the rest of the
I think
folks.
I think if you tell them that the rocks are
Humans
good for
always
their
like shiny rocks.
See?
See, the gnome
what if
knows.
you what if you told
I
them
like
that the
people.
rocks are good for them? If you told them that the shiny rocks will help them with their feelings or something, then everyone will have a shiny rock at home to hug.
We bumped
She's
into this
basically
person in the road that told us that there was this rock that would make me feel really good if I held it really tight against my chest. And Sas did not allow me to buy it. But maybe you have rocks like that too.
I bet you we could even have rocks that will change color depending on your mood.
I'm gonna ask Saz if I can buy that from you.
but yeah, I would be
That's
willing
like
to help,
Jesus
and
H.
I would be willing to help, and I would even be willing to go to the man in the spire and tell him that I'm gonna do it, but that I don't want to be a police officer. At least I think it was a spire. It was a big building. The
Alright.
police chief dude that we spoke to.
Yes, I remember him. What time of day is it? Is it the same?
I think it was
I think
heading
we
close to evening.
Yeah. So has the police chief gone home?
Probably.
Okay. Cool. Alright. Well, Chief Sparkmarrow, what are you up to the rest of your evening? Do you have a place to stay tonight?
Why?
Cause I just put on potatoes for all of us, and there's still room on the living room floor.
Because she's a good friend.
What do you want?
Details on Darkthorn. You want me to catch
Okay.
him? Don't send me in blind. That's just dumb. That doesn't work for either of us. So we're gonna have a long chat over dinner, and then I'm not
So
gonna
you
kick you out into the night if you don't have a place to stay.
nobody ever hears of this.
Ah, are you scared to have friends?
No. Anybody hears I got offered accommodations by a gnome, I'll never live it down.
Wait a second, that doesn't sound very nice.
So I shouldn't put this in part of the ballad of Sparkmarrow.
Is it valid?
I could make a ballad.
Chief Sparkmarrow, the legend.
Um, meta pigeon. Does anybody either here or not here today have identify?
I think I got identify. Let me double check.
Or detect magic?
Yeah.
I have
Well,
detect magic.
I did get identify.
you got identify? Okay.
Mm.
I cast identify from the chat. That's
From
what
the
our
chat.
chat says. The chat casts identify.
Cool. Wait. What are you casting identify on? You have identify?
I mean, I haven't asked anybody yet. I'm asking the question because I'm wondering, and I don't think I want to do it now, but I kind of want to identify the spear point before we go on the mission.
Chat is indeed casting Identify. There is someone in chat who's like, I cast Identify from the chat, which is
That's
quite funny
safe.
to me.
You see, that would be a perfect way of spending chat points.
Right? If I knew how to do any of that stuff.
I can teach you.
There
That was out of character. I can teach you.
Cool.
Happy to share the knowledge.
Let me just find the... Oh, not that.
Anyway, so yeah, I have invited the goblin to dinner, and at some point, I would like to ask everybody sort of privately away from the goblin if they can do Identify and what they need to do it, if they need to touch it, etc. So that we can do a secret Identify on the spear point.
I don't know that. I don't know that magic.
I only have detect magic.
Yeah, well, we already saw it do something magical.
Oh yeah, speaking of...
You're muted, Diana.
Yeah, I have to touch it to identify it.
Okay. Then I want to ask you to plan to, at some point, maybe in the night, just touch it and see if you can report back.
I can do that.
Now, even though I don't have Identify to use on objects, I have this feeling now that I can tell if people are good or they're bad, and if they're really good or really bad.
You gonna do that now?
Oh, no, I was just telling you, right, that I can do that.
Oh.
I'm not going to do that right now. I just have this feeling, right, that I can feel things now. I had this dream and it was really intense. And yeah. And I think I can make plants grow and tie things down. And I just do a flicker with my hand and a few of the vines move a little bit. That's so cool.
That's
Flora
so
can
cool.
do that too. That's how we got the goblin.
I mean, Flora tried to do that, but she sort of entangled the wrong person.
Oops.
It still works.
Oh, good to know, so I don't make that mistake in the future.
A for effort?
Yeah.
All right. Now.
All right.
The goblin, Spark Brown. He's very sort of colloquially what you'd call sort of boarding house. Sort of. You basically just make sure, and it's like you're leading someone, and you're walking through every single possible way of being in polite company. You know, he's basically the concept of utensils is completely lost on him. He's a boarding house reaching basically everything. Sort of just grabs a potato and sort of like stuffs it in his face. And is like eating, and like a quarter of the potato falls out of his face when he's trying to eat it, sort of thing, because he's reaching for another one. So there's the flecks of potato, and his eating space is a significant mess of food bits.
That is way too real. I'm having flashbacks to a couple of hours ago when my 1-year-old was eating. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
I figured Arnie had completely La Cuca, not even flinched.
No. This is
triggering
scary.
the goblin eating like a savage.
I think Nesh also, is used to 1-year-olds, and it's just sort of like whatever. But then after dinner, everybody's like, and now everybody else gets to clean up and put away. including you, friend. And sort of like is directing Sparkmarrow to wipe down his own food spot.
I can help dry.
You can hang
like,
the stuff on me.
Scoops up some of the food, some of the flecks, and sort of like kind of pushes them all together on the table into a pile. And he goes, wow, and starts to lick the table.
That works too.
Flora's not smart enough to know any better.
And sort of wipes his hands on the tablecloth.
Like my grandpa. Okay, my whole family's showing up for this session today.
You are just
Poor
haunted
Arnie.
today.
Arnie's
Oh,
like,
man.
oh God, the memories. No.
Well, I like your technique. You're very efficient.
Stop
No
talking
food
to-
goes wasted.
All right, so what kind of details can we get on Drackthorn?
Oh, what to tell you? He's Hold on, give me a second. I gotta do not that one. That one. Drakthar is a Dragonborn. He he moved in just appeared one night and everything just kind of went nuts.
That's it? Did he
Oh my
just
God,
not
I
have a
didn't
good
actually
sleep?
give him a color. I didn't give him a color. Shame on me. Look at that. I'm gonna make him a green dragonborn.
It's
I completely forgot to give him a color.
chromatic.
He's green.
Green with envy.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. Yeah. He couldn't handle that I was chief, so he beat me up and pushed me out.
So he's the better chief.
And it looks like he could handle.
No, he's not better. He's just bigger. Plus he had that whole make you do what he wants thing.
So why didn't he make you step
What's
down?
what's the make you do what he wants thing?
I don't know. He tells you to do stuff and all the goblins do it.
And it works on you? It didn't work on you.
I don't no, it didn't work on me. No. And the more give me an insight check. Anybody who wants.
I want to get an insight on that, particularly last sentence.
30, 20.
Ooh, that's my
Did you
first
say
good roll in a really long time.
A 2.
Did you just say 30 something?
Dirty
No,
20.
I said
she-
dirty 20.
Oh, dirty 20. I was just like, jeez, you're not that high yet. Holy crap.
No.
No.
19.
Nice. Everybody is rocking. Oh, except No, Crux is still paying attention to the herbs on his arm.
Oh, no.
Flora,
Yeah.
you want to insight check this,
Okay.
or does she care?
Yeah. She's kind of like half and half. I think she'll insight check just to be safe.
Sure.
Nice.
Okay. Huh. There it is. Sure. I'll just throw a natural 20 out. It's fine. Crux isn't necessarily paying attention because he was sent to do potatoes and he was sent to do other things. Now he's sort of concentrating on doing dishes and he almost feels like he still has to keep his arms up. So he's kind of paying attention to a bunch of things at once and thinking about the shard and how all that's going to work. Everyone else notices the longer that Sparkmarrow talks about Drekthar, the more he sort of wrings his neck.
Are you okay?
Yeah, why?
Oh no, you keep doing this thing.
Mosquito bites.
Sure about that? Did Draktar? And Flora like actually like sits down in front of him, gets very serious, and goes, "Did Draktar hurt you?"
That's why I need your help.
Do you want a hug?
No. Wait. What? No.
I want to reach out and touch him and use identify on him. Like
On
his
him?
neck. Yeah. Because apparently I can do that on creatures to see if there's an active spell on them.
Really?
Yeah, if you
Ooh.
touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn which ongoing spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
I do want to say that I love group hugs. So if that's what you're proposing, I'm up for it, Flora. And,
Yeah.
Chief, it would be an honor to hug you.
He's now wishing he didn't follow us this entire time.
The worst heroes ever.
Ongoing spells affecting ongoing spells. He looks decidedly uncomfortable. But he's sort of it's kind of this weird begrudging acceptance, but he's like, all right, break it up. Yeah. And then
Yeah, I kind of help with the awkward hug. Like, I don't know how to hug people yet because it used to be huge. So I was like,
who's participating in the hug?
Not Nesh.
Oh, come on, Ash. Nash,
feel
are
like
you
Dad
sure you
would
don't want to
agree.
join? You look very
Fist
lonely over
bump.
there.
All right. Crux, Melina, and Flora, please give me perception check.
Ooh.
Hey.
A nat 20. Okay.
Golly.
Okay.
Wow. Boom, boom, boom. 20, 22,
Two
and
nat
20.
20s.
Two
And a
nat
dirty
20s
20.
in there.
Yeah.
He's a little sloppy at it, but each of you feels like a hand kind of reaching around where a pouch would be. But because all three of you are uniquely physiologied, there are no pouches.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like and Nesh, you're seeing him with the fist bump sort of thing, and he holds the fist bump there, and you see his face getting more and more frustrated. And then all right, break it up. And then he sort of eyes each of you up and down, sort of as a doesn't carry pouches.
I'm
There's
gonna
ongoing
rate this
spells
a
on him?
5. It was a solid hug, but we can do better.
There are no spells affecting.
Okay. Then Melena's is gonna
There-
talk it up to a nervous tick.
There is.
Oh,
There's a residual effect affecting.
I would have to roll Arcana to know what it might possibly be, or
It's a tough call without giving the entire thing away.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that it's a kind of an after effect of a spell. So it's not even it's not a direct. He has not been charmed. He doesn't have a direct spell affecting him, but there's
Okay.
a residual magic that has affected.
Okay, I go over to Nesh then, because Nesh makes potions and everything, and it's like seems to be the more knowledgeable one of us all, possibly. It's like he was affected, I think, of a spell. There's like residual on him.
Gross.
Is that contagious? I just hugged him.
Yeah,
That's the only way
I
she
mean,
knows how to explain it. It's like,
yeah, and Nash actually doesn't know that much. Because she doesn't like magic.
I find it also important to point out right at this moment in time that paladins in 5th edition 2024 E are no longer immune to disease.
Oh wow.
Not automatically. They can still cure it. But they don't have that absolute immunity that the way they did before for some reason.
But Warforged are.
But Warforged are. So you're okay. Mostly.
Resistance to poison, immunity to disease. So yes.
Yep.
So maybe he is immune to the better chief's abilities.
Wait a minute. Point of contention. How do we know the other guy's the better chief, huh?
He won. Isn't that how it works in a lot of societies? Whoever beats the other one gets to be the chief?
So the biggest bully gets to be in charge? That feels kind of mean. Shouldn't
It
the
is what it
best
is.
person? But like, what if the biggest bully is just a bully? And what if like the person who is maybe weaker is the one who is more kind and caring and better in the long run?
Is she for real?
Then they'd get someone else to bully the bad bully.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys.
so you're getting us to bully your bully?
There you go. I mean, it's not bullying. It's just sort of restoring the natural order of things. And because, yeah, Goblin, how do you think I keep them in line in the first place?
I don't know. Hugs, friendship,
Sure.
The
breakfast,
power of love?
Yeah.
potlucks.
A lot of that. Sure. Exactly that. And absolutely nothing else. I certainly do not smack them about the
Tiny
head and
rocks?
shoulders.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, I said I
Maybe
didn't.
they should
So.
unionize.
Unionize the goblins. There it is. We're going to derail your campaign completely. We're not going to go into any of this other stuff, but we're going to do the defining moment of the sure.
You know, you can be the light when the darkness under the city is there. and I'm gonna preach because I'm a paladin. I'm not a cleric, but I'm a paladin, so I get to preach too. You can be the light that warms the hearts of the other goblins and inspire them to be better goblins and to survive and to live, because living is good. You just ate potatoes. Wasn't that good?
I mean, I usually eat them raw. So, I mean, that rosemary thing you did with the thing, that was new. I hadn't had that before, but
Wasn't that a new
You should try them with
experience?
some gravy and some cheese curds. We'll do that next time.
Full circle.
don't start with me. No such thing as gravy. What are you talking about? It's French fries, shredded cheese, and some kind of weird saucy salsa. Swear to God, that's what it was. It's terrible. Like, what is this? Is not no. All right. Wait, where did you find them? This is all right. Sure,
They
yeah,
kind of
exactly.
started
Yeah,
following me.
I'll start. I'll start giving the goblins hugs.
But it's
Friendship
more
is
than
very
hugs.
important.
And his teeth are pointed, and some of them jagged. So it's a very sort of disturbing kind of smile, like a crocodile, but not quite as all over the place. Eh, hugs, friendship.
Yeah. Do you want another hug?
No, thank you.
Good job.
Power of
I
manners.
just want out of here. It's more traumatic than go it alone. This is no. All right. What else? Well, you did this one thing that was weird. You kind of evaporated.
Hmm?
Like a
So he's
skulk?
already dead.
Like into a cloud of like mist. Oh, yeah, so he can come and go, and you never know where he is until he's there.
So evaporated into mist and then like didn't come back quickly, but like just left.
Yeah. Uh, there's way more bats down there than there used to be too. I don't know if it's a seasonal thing or something. I mean, they're good eating, but I don't,
Have you have you ever heard of a vampire?
yeah.
Yeah. Everything that you're saying, it sounds like the stories I've heard of vampires.
I don't know anything about vampires, but I know about vampiros.
Vampiros. Maybe that's what we're dealing with. Like the mist, the bats, the big bully.
Could he be the demon from the depths? Saz and I are searching for the demon from the depths.
This could be
Maybe
your
they're
demon.
cousins.
All right, so all right, yeah, he's a vampire.
Oh, bummer.
Yes. That should you should be easy to handle, right? You're a paladin.
No, I'm just upset that he's not the demon of the depths. I've been searching for that creature for a while now. But okay, we would deal with the vampiro vampire.
I mean, he's kind of demonic to the goblins. And I don't know why he's pushing them all out to do nasty stuff, but
Because that's what bullies do.
Wait a second.
what?
I don't know if my character knows this. I'm having a moment that I'm like, wait a second to myself as well. Well, yeah, I don't know. I thought no, I don't know this. I thought I remembered the story, but it was about something else. I almost did a huge amount of metagaming right now. I'm holding back.
I mean, go ahead. So, you help me get rid of Buddy McDragonborn, and I will give you the spearhead, and make sure the goblins stop raiding the city. As much.
And any treasure we find.
Get rid of Drakthar, and you can take everything he brought with him.
Okay. And one concert. Your goblins have to attend the concert.
Attend it, yeah. What?
I've never performed in front of a whole bunch of goblins before. I want to see if my music works.
Okay.
It's one of those friendship things. Just say yes.
Yeah.
Visibly uncomfortable with the word you're triggering this at this point. You're making it a trauma.
I'm doing it on purpose. Nesh is
Friendship.
doing it on purpose.
We're traumatizing someone with friendship. It's incredible.
Yeah, and
Every
Nesh
time we
knows
say
it's
the F word.
happening and is actually just like being like, yes, I will troll you with the friendship. I don't
yeah,
like
fine.
it either, but it's a totally valid troll.
And he recognizes this, and that it's coming from a gnome, which hurts even more. So he sort of like gives you the stink eye every chance he gets, sort of thing, for no reason. Just randomly talking to Melina, turns around, glares at you. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, sure, concert.
I like this because then we can sing songs of hope and then we can kindle the light in all the hearts of the goblins. That's going to be perfect.
That'd be great.
What?
A beautiful new era.
Why? Yeah, no. If you kill most of them, then there won't be as many concert. Sure, yeah. Don't go easy on the ones that attack you because they're under mind control and they're giving themselves over to the dark forces.
I don't go easy on anybody.
That's right. And then you be Spark Marrow, the bringer of light. I love this. And when do we go?
I mean, you can go whenever you want. Sooner the better.
It might be better to go in the morning when you sleep and everything. Well, I know you just slept. Look, looking at Crooks, but it's been a long day of reading.
You went to the library.
Oh my, I missed the field trip. Well,
Yeah, you did.
I've been doing
Have
lots of
stupid outside.
traveling.
You want to go now?
No, I am
They're closed. They
fine.
kicked us out.
No. To the caverns.
Oh, no, it's dark out. We'll go in the morning.
DM, would we know anything about vampires?
Rumors?
Oh, I know. We should go to the library tomorrow to learn more before we go.
I don't think we have to do that. But I do think that some of us probably do need rest. And I don't know that going in the night, I mean, is it better to catch a vampire in the night or in the day? I feel like daytime is perhaps when they are not as strong. I mean, Spark Marrow, correct me if I'm wrong here.
I just want to go back to the library.
Ah,
It was nice.
I never noticed. We're in a cave. So, no, I don't know.
Well, let's go in the morning.
Well, if y'all want to rest, I just rested a bit. I had some weird trips, as Saz calls them. Yeah, but I'm back. And I can watch over all of you. Even though we're in the house, right? Yeah, I can still keep an eye on everything. And I do
Make sure he
glance very
doesn't
quickly at the goblin.
Yeah.
Make sure he doesn't escape.
Yeah, there is the power of friendship and there is the power of the sword as well. Both are equally efficient.
Also, this could be an elaborate trap, and you're going to go tell him. So we just need to make sure.
That we all stick together for a hot minute.
I can
Hey,
always.
friendship.
You're
There you
getting
go.
it.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, he's doing so good.
I think Nesh wants to at least send somebody early in the morning to say we're taking the job before we actually, to the city guard.
Yeah.
And I don't think we all have to go. I think we can
Yeah.
just send somebody
Smart.
to be like, we made
right.
the decision.
So at this point, then you're bedding down for the evening?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's
Nesh
take
is
a
an
quick
old
break
lady.
here.
She's got to get her sleep.
Let's take a
I
quick
will.
break here.
I will just say, like, in that middle of the night, as Nesh requested, we'll try to identify the spearhead.
Okay. Just checking though. The identify spell has a very specific spell component. 100 gold piece
Oh, it
pearl.
does. Oh. Well, I have gold, don't I? I'm not used to systems where they use this stuff. I just like using
Money, monetary transaction. What? No. Now
Huh.
the spell, most spell components have actually they've gotten rid of. Otherwise, it used to be first edition was terrible. Everything had a spell component.
It's
But
just odd for it to be a first level bard thing and to have such a huge item.
I mean, detect magic is okay for it because it does give you like a school of magic. It just doesn't give you the super details,
Mm.
and it can be cast with a ritual. I think identify can as well, so you don't actually even have to cast a spell slot.
Well, if it's in the middle of the night, there's no reason to not do a ritual.
True.
Uh,
So, go ahead.
No, I don't know the system well enough, so I'll just go whatever you guys. So if I can't do it, then I won't do it.
But it doesn't consume, right? You just have to have the pro, right? I think it needs to say that it consumes the item.
Does it not concern? Yeah, it does. I think you're right.
Mhm.
We find that.
Like the resurrection spells actually consume the diamond, but not the identify.
Yeah, does not say. So probably not. Cool. So you mark down then a pearl.
Yeah, because we all got rewarded slots. Like I would
Which may or
assume
may
if
not
I got
be
this,
relevant later.
yeah, I assume
However,
if I learned this spell, then I got the component
one
for it.
one would think. That's a good point.
Yeah,
That's a very
Especially because
all
we
right.
had a shopping day.
yeah, and I didn't
Also
shop,
that.
so
That's true. That is also true. So we can do that. We can make that assumption. All right. Either way, bed down for the evening. I will let you know the details and such of the spell when we come back from the break.
Yeah.
Let's do a 5-minute break. That way we can run some ads
Alrighty.
and bio break. Get some snacks. Bring some back to the rest of us, and we'll see you in 5.
And we're back.
And we've been talking about cheese the whole time.
Uh huh.
Cheese all the way down.
A real food crime was in Seattle when they tried to give me nacho cheese at the convention center for Pac West, and it was just shredded cheese in the microwave. That's a real food
God,
crime.
That's a hate crime. I'm sorry,
that is
that's
a hate crime.
homophobic.
That is racist.
I know.
Man.
You may complain about the bad case of poutine you had, but this is on a whole other level.
That is a whole other level.
All right.
And we're back.
So you so do you take shifts?
I don't think Crux has to sleep, does he? Because he just
True.
woke
Well,
up.
I mean, I guess not directly.
Yeah, I can
Melinda
watch
doesn't
because I
take
was
Uh,
asleep.
Yeah,
Well-
Melinda doesn't think to take shifts. It's just that in a few hours she will get up and go look at the spear head, and then probably go back to sleep after.
Yeah, and Flora doesn't need like a whole lot of sleep. She just needs to go plant herself in the garden for a couple hours.
Crux,
If you were to call.
give me a perception check, please.
Oh my goodness. May the goddess be with me. 13.
Cool. The night goes uneventfully.
Thus.
So much relief.
Yes. Absolutely nothing happens.
Except
Oh yes. But then at some point, you cast the identify spell. That
I hold
You-
the pearl in my teeth.
okay. And you channel the energy of the spell. It doesn't really give you a description of how it would work. So let's do a bit of ad-libbing of sorts. You essentially focus and your unique physiology, your ancestry is big on breathing of life into the thing. And it the pearl acts as a focus. And it's sort of you kind of draw in and you sort of breathe this, almost like you breathe the spell into this shard. And you and then you sort of take a breath in, almost like you're trying to like yogic breathing sort of thing. And you inhale and find it. You have a series of visions. A and each one sort of passes along like the beat of a heart, like a slow beating heart, like boom. You picture a giant lying broken and bleeding. Boom. You picture smaller people nursing him back to health. Boom. Earthquakes and the eruption of a volcano. Boom. The giant waving at people to bring them into a cave. Boom. The giant holding the cave roof aloft as it threatens to crush everyone inside. Boom. a flare in the giant's chest spreading out, turning him to stone. And then a much weaker thrum. The city building expanding, the people leaving the cave expanding into a city, a town. Thrum. The investigation of the cave as ages passed. Thrum. Someone touching, frustration, anger, thrum. A hammer striking the chest, a fragment breaking away, falling to the earth. And while you're doing this, the dagger or the spear tip tries, you feel it moving almost like the pointing end of a lodestone compass pointing, and it tries to turn literally in your hand.
Yeah, I think
Ooh, I also have to give you the details of it, sort of. You get details. Enchantment, is that the spell class? Transmutation, I think. Yep. And do you get the actual details? What it does? It requires attunement. No charges. Learn the properties. Okay. While holding the shard, you can use it as a spellcasting focus, which will add +1 to your spell attack rolls. It will increase your strength score by 4.
ooh.
Arnie's like, what? But there is, all during this, once the hammer struck the chest, struck the heart, broke the chip away, a heaviness of sorrow was sort of laden down on this the scenery and the effect. There is a curse tied to it. Misfortune will befall you if you roll a 1 on an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw.
Oof.
Arnie's like, I'll pay it. It's fine.
Define misfortune, please. Use it in a sentence for me.
+4 to what now?
I mean, the misfortune of being bullied out of being a chief? Probably. Yeah, I think like when this was happening with the heartbeat and everything, seeing this, and I think in between they're getting slight, very murky flashbacks of their previous life, of the big volcano, of people sacrificing things, but precious things, and knowing the burden it is to be a giant and wanting to protect, you know. And so I think there's like tears that are like little like lava like tears that fall and drip on the floor. Sorry, Nesh or Nesh's friends.
Burning holes in the carpet.
Small little burn marks that they don't realize.
Put down a
And
towel. Oh no, it's not gonna work either.
and they just stare down at this, realizing like and they even put a hand to their own heart to their chest, because I think they have the vague memories of like there being some old like folk tale of like, oh yeah, the I don't remember the waddle that it is, but the lava axolotls, like if you could survive to take their heart, it would grant you like, many a boon and everything and all that. And but it's too bad they're all gone, supposedly. And so like just knowing that this is part of a heart of a protector, of a fellow protector, even if it's not the fellow same species and everything. And yeah, they clasp it, and they so in I know in Japanese swords and samurai swords, there's some of them have like uh it's like it starts with a W. I can't remember if it's a wakame or something. They have like a tiny little like almost like mini little blade that's attached to some of the swords, so that like you could like if the sword breaks, you could pull it out and then use it. And so they kind of basically attach this to the makuido like that. So for the moment, like because they're
Mhm.
taking it. Now that they have this information, they're keeping it, and they don't technically have pockets at the moment, but they do carry their makuido. So yeah, so that's how they
Are you
pocket it.
attuning to it?
Um, I don't know how attuning works.
You basically just have to basically declare that you're attuning to it. You're basically sort of um, energizing and sort of matching your rhythm to the rhythm of the magic item, and
Okay.
you're essentially bonding with it. Have a certain
I
number of
think
attunement slots
subconsciously
based
that's what
upon.
they're doing. I don't think they understand. They don't understand anything about being human or human like. And so their abilities that they have, they don't quite they just think it's like I'm inspiring with music. It's not magic. It's just like you just love my songs and you fight better, right? So yeah, I think they do attune to it then. They just don't
Okay,
realize that's what they're doing, because they feel a bond to this dead stone giant.
cool, cool. Just seeing if Arnie's become disappointed or not.
No, it matches so much the
Or
the backstory from Alina. It's perfect.
cool.
And I'm
Now,
curious as to what misfortune is in this case.
so um,
And yeah, I would go back to sleep immediately after that. I don't notice, sorry again, the scorch marks on the floor because I didn't realize that happened. And then yeah, just like go wherever I decided to go and sleep, spending the night with everybody.
unlike the stone beer that would hold the like the bags of vegetables and stuff that you would bring them in, so you have them stone thing to keep them a little bit cooler. Melina kind of curls up on it like a dog, holding onto the shard. And I will put this into your inventory. I don't have it here. I'll have to make it as a magic item. However, night turns to day, and you awaken, and some of you just hit the power button and come back on, or shake the mouse
Uproot.
and
I think Nesh would make breakfast and send whoever, like, would just be like, while I
yeah,
make breakfast.
pick one, Nesh. Pick one.
I
Um,
volunteer. I volunteer. I volunteer.
I think I'm gonna send, yeah, I'm gonna send Crux and Flora to go to the city guard.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So the goal is you go in, you tell them we're taking the goblin job, and we want our money.
Do we want our money now or after?
Say now. He probably won't agree, but you should try.
Okay. Got this.
The most you're gonna hear is a no. Those are cess words. That's a lesson I learned along the way.
It's a good lesson.
All right, so they're gonna go negotiate with the city guard, and that's not gonna turn out disastrously at all. But
No.
I'm busy with breakfast.
You have your
Alright,
priorities
so-
right. You do. You do.
And Flora,
The two of you,
Mhm.
because Flora remembers,
Yeah.
the two of you find your way to the city guard office. The guy whose name escapes me. Write it down. Probably not.
are we stopping at the library on the way back?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I thought you mentioned
No,
something.
it was a one-stop job.
You let us go.
For you. Why do I not have the city guard? Huh.
I could see your
never mind.
face light and light up when you talked about the library. I would be happy to make that stop along the way with you. Just a quick
Yeah,
search
it was
about
really cool.
vampiros, right? Or vampires?
Yeah. Vampiros. Yeah, we should look into it. They have really good picture books, but like I we should look for more serious books. I know I like the stuff because I was born like a week ago, but like technically there's a lot of stuff up here too. I know a lot from the tree.
Oh,
The
wow,
tree that I was born from.
that's amazing. I knew nothing.
Thank you. I was very lucky.
So,
Born into a good tree.
you go to the guard office.
Hmm?
The captain of the guard, whose name escapes me, but that's okay. I will have that written down shortly. You ask to see the captain. He ushers you in. So I assume then you're here to... Why?
We are here to accept his offer.
Oh, good.
We are helping the we are solving the problem in the city with the goblins. We are helping to solve the goblin problem.
But we are
Good.
not police.
No.
All right. You are contract.
We're contracted heroes.
Of light.
Yes.
Sure.
And friendship.
Sure. And we agreed upon...
You said 500 gold per person. Right?
Up
Did
front.
I?
Did I forget it? I think I forgot it.
Was it more?
No.
No. It was 100 per person.
Right.
Per-
Yes, that's right. That's right.
100 per person per month.
Per month. Per month. So money, please.
Why per month, though? I thought this was a one-time deal job.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it should be 500 per person because this is a one-time thing because we don't want to be your police officers.
Why would I pay you before you've done the job?
Okay, fine, you can pay us afterwards, but I was told to ask anyways.
Well, I would say
You were
that you
told
pay
to
us 100 ahead of time because you're hiring us. And then if we solve the problem for good, you give us more because then you won't have the recurring expense, as Saz has taught me.
And it's considered a deposit because that way we can also purchase the supplies that we need to complete this matter fully.
And it's a way to inspire our troops, especially Nash.
Mm-hmm.
The amount that you were paid by the church wasn't enough?
I wasn't paid by no church.
And that was inspiration for a different job.
Yeah, that's a different thing. This is a different thing. What's the church got to do with any of it?
You think the church acted on its own accord?
Well,
They certainly were more
I'm
generous than you.
new to the city, so I don't know how the politics work.
You should have sent the gnome. She put you up to this, didn't she?
We were told to deliver the message and to ask for the funds if in case, because that was important to ask for. Like I said, it's a
Mhm.
deposit.
Yep,
It's a
that's fair.
contract.
What else did she tell you to do?
Just to let you know.
Mm-hmm. Nothing hidden in there. No duplicitous, double entendre words. No trying to sneak. So you should have lowballed it. You shouldn't have gone for 500. And
Okay,
honestly,
fine, 150.
you should let her know that she should, coach you a little bit better because you don't highball it quite that high. You don't want to play the poker hand when you've got all your
Well,
money
well,
out in
look, I
front of
was born
you.
last week, so I do admit, I apologize. I'm not very good at the negotiating thing, but I was told to let you know that we do agree that we would like to do the job because it feels important to us.
Well, good, and it should, as residents of San Citlan. You have a vested interest in keeping the city safe, and I appreciate that. The 100 a month uh, is, but if you want to make it just on a per incidence basis, then I'm happy to renegotiate that particular concept and give it to you as 100 gold per task, which would free you up the remaining time in the month, I imagine.
The thing, though, is
But
that the 100 per month implies that we are not going to solve the issue and we're going to have to deal with the issue every month. But if we were to come to a solution that solves it once and for all, you're going to be saving money in the end. At
A
least the
fascinating
goblin
concept.
issue.
I'm assuming that once you take the goblin issue on, that you will solve it post haste, and it will not take a month of time.
correct.
Good. So then there would be no need to pay you for 2 months of time if only one is needed.
So what would you give us to do in the next month?
Whatever comes
She'll,
along, which is why
she'll,
the contract was there, is so that I could call upon you in the event that something bad happens. See?
Flora will look at Crux and realize that they are quickly being outmaneuvered, and she'll just kind of like very subtly, almost as if I have to, just to subtly elbow Crux and to like be like gesturing of like we should just take the deal of like 100 gold per contract.
We'll take the initial deal of 100 per contract, right? And depending on performance, can we agree on an added bonus?
Fine bonus.
Extra money?
For? And how much would this extra money be? Are you like expecting repair of your armor, or are you expecting bags of gold for?
So
Well, listen, it's a business expense. If we go in there and we solve the problem and our armor gets dinged up, then we gotta put some of the money towards that. That's all it is. It's just about covering the costs. You know, potion supplies and things like that.
Potion supply.
Well, yeah.
That's a very added expense, depending on what potions you're talking about.
Well, yeah, that's why we're saying we need more. But like we look, listen, we're not in disagreement about the base plan. We're just trying to figure out if there's a bonus in here somewhere.
I imagine the bonus of 100 gold a month, whether or not there's an emergency or an issue that needs to be addressed, would be a significant increase to the lifestyle of anyone who lives in walls of Sansidland.
That's a good point. We just don't. We would rather work on a case by case basis.
Oh no, I guarantee you will work on a case by case basis. But the 100 gold a month is sort of the stipend contract, if you will, to guarantee that you will in fact work on the thing that we.
And does that mean that we won't be officers?
I mean, define officer exactly. You are a good Samaritan with a vested interest in keeping your city safe.
I don't know about that. I know
Right.
that the team wasn't really confident in
You don't
that. Like,
you don't want to live in Sansidland?
we do. We
Beautiful city.
absolutely do. But like, we're not so sure about like getting a role that feels like being an officer. We're kind of just heroes.
Oh, you're not city guard. You're not going to be wandering around making sure that vagrants are moving along or anything like that. You would be special constables of sorts.
Yeah,
A